hold up. I can't fault these eyebrows. Wow. My nose is blocked. The link will be to blah 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 blah. I'm not sure why I keep, but okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can tell from the title, is the ride or die tag, and I'm assuming if you're watching this video then you've probably seen Jaclyn Hill's video, and if not, the link will be in the description box so you can watch that after you're done here. I'm gonna start with primer. My favorite primer ever is, or I should say was, because it's been discontinued, I won't even go into it, is the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. I cannot understand why this was discontinued. I love this primer so much. It filled in the lines in my face perfectly. It made my face smooth and even, and it mattified me beyond belief. I swear to you. When I used this, I did not get oily at all. I'm trying to make this bottle last as long as possible. I haven't found a good enough one to replace this yet. Let me rephrase. I haven't found a good enough one within my budget to replace this yet. I didn't use it today, and the primer I used, you can already see, or I can already see, where it's settled or it's not settled into the fine lines of my face. When I relax my face, I can see like cracks in my foundation. If anyone watching this knows of a good drugstore primer, leave it in the comments below. I recently discovered the joys of colour correcting. Calling it a favourite might be pushing it a bit, considering it's the only colour corrector I've tried, but I don't feel the need to try any others because I love this one that much. It's the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer, and it is the orange corrector. I have several dark spots on my face because of hyperpigmentation. It just does the most. It completely changes how my foundation looks on my skin. And if I'm going all out with my makeup, I never skip this step because it makes all the difference. And it's $4.99, or at least I got it for $4.99 in Beauty Base. Fave. This isn't one of my favourite concealers, but I use it after my colour corrector. I can't just colour correct and put my foundation on top straight away. It shows through my foundation. I have to use a concealer on top of it to block it out. So I just put the Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer from NYX in the shade Nutmeg on top of my concealer, on top of my colour corrector, sorry. Every single product in this video is a drugstore product aside from one thing. So concealer. My favourite concealer is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in Toffee. I use this to tidy up my brows and to highlight under my eyes and the bridge of my nose, as well as carve out my contour a bit. Like the colour corrector, I got it from Beauty Base and it was $4.99. I can't fault it. When I put it on, it's quite a subtle highlight and I like that. Hands down, my favourite foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Mocha. I love this foundation so much. My only gripe with this foundation is that it doesn't come with a pump, but that's just a small issue really because the foundation itself is so good. It's a really reasonably priced foundation as well. Although what bugs me about this is I've only been able to find this shade in America. They sell this foundation here but not this shade of foundation, or at least I haven't managed to find it yet. The darkest one they have here is Coconut, and that's the shade just before this one. Luckily I have a cousin that lives out there, so she came over and visited and gave me 2 more bottles. So I should be fine for a while. If you're looking for a good drugstore foundation and you live in America or Canada, or you just have easier access to the darker shades, this is definitely worth a try. They have ones for oily skin and they have ones for dry skin. I think this is one of the first ones that came out, so it doesn't say that it's for dry skin or for oily skin, at least on the packaging. Okay, it might be a bit cheeky of me to include this powder in my ride or die video. This is literally only one of 2 that I've ever used. I like it enough to include it, so I'm going to. It's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder, and it's a N9 Mahogany. There's a mirror in the back, a little sponge as well. And the compartment, mine's quite dirty, please ignore that. I find it really easy to apply and it's got quite high coverage and it controls shine really well for me. I especially like to use it when I've gone out, like to a club, and I get a bit shiny throughout the night. It's really easy to just control excess shine with it. And I find it blends really well, and it doesn't, for me anyway, it doesn't really settle into the lines of my face and exaggerate them even more. So I like that. So now is a great time to come back on camera and talk to you real quick about how well this powder works. So I was just looking over the footage for this video and I saw that I was really shiny around this part of my face towards the end of the video, and I've just touched up now. Shine be gone. back to the video. And if I use another powder and I happen to like it more, then I'll probably just end up updating this video with a little annotation or something. Next is mascara, and although it is a mascara, I don't use it as a mascara, at least not typically. It's the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara in clear. It's a little bit funky because I use it to set my brows because it's cheap and it's easy, and it works really well. It really holds my brows in place. You just have to be a bit more careful with it because obviously it's a mascara wand, so it's longer than a brow gel wand would be. They don't sell this in the UK anymore. I've noticed the difference between using it to set my brows and not using it to set my brows. It's definitely an essential part to my makeup routine. My ride or die mascara currently is the Revlon Photo Ready 3D Volume, another product that has unfortunately been discontinued. Recently Revlon have discontinued all of their mascaras to make way for 5 new ones, and this is one of the ones that got the chop. I don't know that it's necessarily fair to say that this is my ride or die mascara because, to be frank, I don't actually have a mascara that I love more than other mascaras. I bought this one 8 or 9 months ago and only just got around to opening it because typically I only have one mascara open at a time. I do like this mascara. I find that it separates my lashes and it doesn't give them that clumpy spider effect. My lashes don't need volume because they're really voluminous and they're super curly. What I need is length, and I feel like this does lengthen my lashes quite well. The product that I use to contour and highlight is the Sleek Face Form palette. It has a powder, a contouring powder, a blush in the middle, and a highlight on the end. I don't actually use this blush that much for whatever reason. I think the contour is perfect for me. I don't find it too muddy or ashy. I got this for $9.99 at Superdrug. Everything I've mentioned here, aside from the things that have been discontinued, obviously, are things that I have repurchased already or intend to repurchase because I use them and love them that much. The Sleek have actually come out with a cream contour kit now. They've had the light, medium, and dark ones out for ages, but the dark one was not that dark, to be honest. I think they got a lot of comments from people saying that the dark palette just wasn't dark enough. So now they have the extra dark palette and I really want to try that one out. This product was the easiest one for me to pick out. I didn't even have to think about it for that long. My favourite eyeliner is the Rimmel London Soft Kohl Kajal Eyeliner Pencil in Jet Black. I've literally been using this pencil, not this specific pencil because that would be gross, but I've been using this eyeliner since I was like 12. I would draw this on so thickly when I was younger. Story for another day. I use it in my waterline and on my lid. I'm going to talk about lip products, my favourite lip products. I'm going to be a bit cheeky here and include a liquid lipstick and then a normal lipstick. If I'm wearing lipstick, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a nude lipstick, and the majority of the time it's going to be the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in Beauty Mark. I reach for this all the time. If I'm carrying a lipstick on me, chances are it's this, and I'm wearing it right now actually. It is not as drying as other liquid lipsticks that I've tried. Once it's on my lips, it's really comfortable and I kind of forget it's even there. I like to pair it with the NYX lip liner in Espresso. That is my favourite lip liner, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, this was... Guys, if I'm not mistaken, this was $6.99. It doesn't have an overpowering smell. I find it really long wearing and I don't find that it crumbles off either. And the pigmentation on this one is really good. I have heard that some of the other NYX lingerie lipsticks are a bit patchy, but that's just not an issue with this one at all. If you're a dark skin girl and you're looking for a good nude liquid lipstick, then look no further. So my favourite lipstick, or traditional lipstick, shall we say, is the MAC Polished Up. It's a luster. And it's just a nude one. It's kind of shimmery, but not really. Like a coppery brown colour. Okay, so this next item isn't strictly a makeup product, but I'm so here for this brush. I couldn't do this video and not include it. That brush is the EcoTools stippling brush. I ordered this online and looking at the image on site and then what arrived, I was kind of like, please explain, because the brush looked way more rounded in real life than it did on the website. I was a bit skeptical about how well it would apply my foundation because the brush I had before this was the Real Technique stippling brush. The bristles on that were completely flat at the end. So comparing that to this, I was kind of like, I was really unsure because I love that brush so much and I didn't see how that brush with the flat ends could be trumped by this brush. I couldn't have been more wrong. This just applies my foundation so flawlessly. It's so soft and the bristles are packed so densely. I feel like I genuinely look photoshopped when I use this brush. I just feel it's definitely worth the investment. It's not really pricey, but it's not super cheap either. Whether you're new to makeup or you've been doing your makeup for years, good tools make all the difference. And this for me is definitely a welcome addition to my makeup bag. Frankly, I don't really feel the need to try any other sponge or brush rush to apply my foundation right now. Next, I'm going to talk about my favourite eyebrow product. Until recently, I had been using the e.l.f. eyebrow kit to do my brows, but I've found myself more and more lately reaching for this eyebrow pencil, and it's by Rimmel. The one I use is in dark brown. When I'm in a rush, and let me be honest, that is more often than not, I use this pencil because I feel like I have more control with this than I do with gel. When I'm rushing, I don't like to use gel because I can look a bit doolally. I find I need more time and I need to be more precise with gel, whereas with pencil, I can be kind of slapdash and then just sort it out with concealer. I can do the same thing with the gel, it just takes longer, and when I don't have time to spare, I don't really want to lose 10-15 minutes on just doing my eyebrows. So that's where this pencil comes in really handy, and it's cheap. The gel's not expensive either. This pencil's just cheap and cheerful and it gets the job done. For a more day-to-day look, I prefer to do my eyebrows with pencil. If I'm going glam or I want to put a bit more effort into my makeup, then I use the gel. I love them both, but I love the pencil just a little bit more. My only issue with this pencil is that the brush is really rough. It feels kind of like a shoe brush. I just use this spoolie rather than the brush. Next, I want to talk about my favorite eyelashes, and that has to be the Eyelashes Natural Lights, the lengthening ones. I can't fault these eyelashes. I like them so much. They're really lightweight. I've used the first pair like 4 times. I'm gonna reuse them for as long as possible till they're literally falling apart because I like to get my money's worth. I find them really easy to clean. I just go in with my tweezers and pick the dried glue off the ends. I mean, you have to be real careful because I have lost a couple of little hairs, but they still look pretty good. I used to use the glue that came with the eyelashes to glue them on, but guys, I was introduced to the Revlon Precision Glue and there's just no going back for me. I find that they hold my eyelashes on so well, almost too well, because when it comes time to remove them, I kind of have to tug. But I definitely prefer that over them falling off like halfway through the night. If you're really into wearing eyelashes, then I doubt that you haven't heard of this. But if for some reason you haven't, you should definitely try the Revlon Precision Glue because it just holds like no other. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. And if you're new to my channel and this is the first video of mine that you're watching, please hit that subscribe button and like the video as well. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you wish. If you're not new here, thank you for watching another video. Again, thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.